Okay, so I see the red light is on and about to deal with the audio version for the next episode of the In the Hot Seat podcast. As I get that ready, and of course, we are recording for the audio version and as well live for the YouTube version of the In the Hot Seat podcast. A very special bonus episode dealing with what happened with last night with Ric Flair's last match. I was able to actually watch that. It was really interested in seeing that, especially with the match card with all the matches that they did have. It was really interesting, so I wanted to check it out, and I did. So basically, anything's for SummerSlam weekend on Sunday, and having to deal with the matches. With the first one, we had the tag team match, dream match, basically. Motor City Machine Guns dealing with the Wolves, basically bringing it back to the TNA days and dealing with these two tag teams and one of my favorite teams for sure. So this is one of the main reasons why I wanted to actually watch Ric Flair's last match, especially for this tag team match and everything. Could have went really either or on this, and I would be cool with it on who won. So either way. But with that being said, being able to deal with the Motor City Machine Guns actually defeating the Wolves here, and that's really cool to actually be able to have this match happen. And like I said, it could have went really either or. We had Killer Cross dealing with Davey Boy Smith on this one as well. Very interesting to see these two be able to go at it and everything and pair off in the singles match and actually have Killer Cross actually get a win, which definitely makes sense there. We had a four-way where we had Jonathan Gresham dealing with Alan Angels, Nick Wayne, and as well um, for Kenosuke on this one, if I'm not mistaken, trying not to mess up any names on this and still getting familiar with some of the other people that were on the card. But Jonathan Gresham getting his win, I'm happy about that. That was really cool to see him win there. We had what was called a legacy match between Brian Pillman Jr., Brock Anderson, and as well Rick Martin, of course, with Kerry Morton as well, there for support and everything as always, and being able to deal with father and son there. But with this one, I'm happy Brian Pillman Jr. and as well Brock Anderson were in a way actually able to get the win, and they did. But it would be cool to actually see the Mortons actually get the win and actually they're actually tag team together. So that's why it was a tag team match. So being able to see the father and son there as a tag team was really interesting there. We had the AAA attraction, one of my favorite matches next to the actual tag team match that opened the show. We had Phoenix, Bandito, and Raider Kid and Black Taurus on this one. Really fun back and forth stuff here, and Phoenix getting the win on this. And that was definitely hard to actually go for a win. One of my picks was basically Laredo Kid, but I'm cool with Phoenix winning. On that, though, we had the World Championship from Impact. On the line, we had Josh Alexander dealing with Jacob Part 2, and this one was definitely a fun and interesting match to see. I wouldn't mind seeing Jacob Part 2 in Impact Wrestling to actually continue things with Josh Alexander. I would like to see them go at it again on this one since they had a really cool battle, definitely for sure. And Josh Alexander, the beast and monster that he was able to actually keep his Impact World Championship, which is cool there. We had the Briscoes and Von Erichs going on it. I was actually going for the Von Erichs on this one as much as I love the Briscoes. But the Briscoes were able to come back and they were able to get their win there. So that was a fun match there. We have more for Impact Wrestling where we had the Knockouts Championship on the line in a triple threat match. Jordan Grace, Deanna Perez, and as well Rachel Elwing on this one. I was kind of thinking it would have been cool to see Deanna Perez try and get her Knockouts title back and everything, but Jordan Grace found a way able to retain there, so can't go wrong with that. And then we got the main event. Ric Flair's last match was a tag team match. Ric Flair and Andrade, and dealing with Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett, a really interesting pairing out of two teams there. And everything Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett did their best in trying to actually stop Ric Flair and Andrade on this one. And of course, Ric Flair and Andrade were able to actually stand tall, and Ric Flair winning his last match, which is very fitting and fair and makes sense on that. So it looks like to at least his standards and everything looking to be actually fully done. I know with his last WWE match was at WrestleMania 24 dealing with Shawn Michaels and everything, so this is at least anyway looking to be his last official match basically anywhere, not just with WWE but outside of it as well. So really interesting stuff. I really enjoyed the card and everything, so definitely worth a watch. I've seen other companies get involved in this, seeing the thank yous too on that from other people. I've seen Dolph Ziggler there saying thank you, which was definitely surprising. We had The Undertaker, Mick Foley, Bret Hart, and others there at ringside, being able to watch the matches and everything. So, really interesting stuff. I really like the commentary team as well. They're able to switch things up between Impact and AEW. As a side note, so what a way to actually deal with SummerSlam weekend. So that's about it. Not going far full in depth, but about a short episode, a bonus episode for this week for the Hot Seat podcast. I thought it'd be something fun to actually review and check out, and I was enjoying it for what it was and everything. So those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Leave it down below. If you watch it on the YouTube version, and if you would like to continue the discussion, be able to continue things on Twitter. Check out the Twitter page as well. For YouTube, again, be able to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That helps out growing the channel with all your support. So that about does it for this time around. And I am looking to deal with, of course, Clash at the Castle as well coming up. NWA, I believe 74, if I'm not mistaken. On that, either 74 or 75. And that's for the next NWA pay per view. For that being 2 nights, I'll be looking to review both of them, of course. The other episode I'm looking to do, non wrestling related, is Jurassic World Dominion, and of course Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous on that. Trying to talk there. So Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous and Jurassic World Dominion will be basically two in one, basically for that non wrestling related version of the In the Hot Seat podcast. So a lot to look forward to with that. So I appreciate you being able to watch this week's episode. And until then, I'll catch you guys next time. And then until then, see you next time.